Hey guys, this is RLC321 back again with another fantastic plastic. RLC321 fantastic plastic. I'll never get used to that. Back again with another model kit build update. And what we're going to do today, we're going to be doing the JJ prize. Yes, we are. We're going to be doing the JJ prize. And it's a kit that I've wanted, as you guys know, I've been wanting to do for a while. And now I've got most of the bits I need to be able to do it even better. So what I decided to do first off is I thought we'd go through doing some of the boards on here, make sure we do all the boards. I can't really test anything too much at the moment, but we can at least get the boards set up and running. So what I'm going to do here, there's not too much of an explanation on how to do it. Basically, I'm just going to be putting all the bits in as this picture is here, and this is for the flashing and the double strobe LEDs. So let's get all the parts that we need, which I believe is going to be this little, no, not that one. There we go, it's this one here, which looks like it's going to be this here. Now what this also has, let me just put that onto the side. I want to take these three as well. What this has, right, if we get all the bits out, because they're going to be quite tiny. So we come to Papa. Come on. So we've got this little switch to get it all set up. Resistors, microfarad capacitor, small resistors there, and I believe this is like an AT tiny kind of chip, I believe. So that's what we're going to be using. But what this kit has is these. Now what these are supposed to do is that you would put these into like there, and then you'll solder the wires. So if I just show you that, solder the wires onto there. I've decided not to do that, because even though it's a good idea, I want to be able to make, if I need to, move things around. So I'm going to put these in their place if I can. Alright, I was hoping I could. I just need to push it through a little bit more. Come on. You know you want to. Alright, maybe it doesn't want to. I was sure that these were the same size. At least they should be the same sizes. Yeah, they are. They're exactly the same size. So how is it doesn't want to go in? How come they don't want to go in? Because I don't want to break the board either, so I've got to be quite careful. One side looks like it's going to be fine, and the other side doesn't. Let's have a look, see. Let's just enlarge the hole just a little bit, because as long as you got the solder in place, it should be okay in theory. Right, let's see if enlarging those holes has made a difference here. Ha! Interesting. Well, my plan isn't going to work. I wanted these to be able, so I could just screw the wires in and keep it there. Unless I get my file and file them down a bit. See if this will be helpful. Right, okay, that is just not going to work. So we are not going to do that. No, we're not. So we're going to forget those because can't use them. So we're going to have these that are going to go into each of these, obviously. Like so. Then they're going to get soldered into place. And they're going to go on each of those. So let's do those right now. They should, in theory, hold into place. Then we go over here. Put those in there like that. Right, so, okay, that one fell out. That's fine. And that's fine. That's fine. So, get a little bit of that there. Let's tin our... No, I said tin. Right. Okay, so... I think my thingy may be a bit too warm. Let's bring it down to 300, I think. And make sure that's in there, because you can go off. Come on. That's not got it there. This is going to need a bit more. It's warm. Come on. Right. Let's try something different. Now I'm positive I had some flux paste somewhere. And you would have thought I would have kept it in the electrical thing, wouldn't you? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to bring you guys back as soon as I find my flux paste, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay. Right, so it looks like I've got these two on just about right. These don't seem right because they're not as shiny as those are. So let's just heat these up a bit. There we go. No, that'll do. Now we get this other one on, and again, just so we can see it this time instead of me faffing around, we're gonna put that on there. Get me helping hands to hold it in place. Heat up the post and the bit, wait for a few seconds. And you got that side done. Now we just need to do the other side. Okay. Yep, cut off. Okay, come on. I think this has got to be the bit I hate the most is the soldering. I'm really not keen on soldering. Right, so according to that, we've now got those in place. So I'm looking at the instructions as well. 2 on this side, 1 on that side. Brilliant. Next is we've got this big one there, which I think is going to go in there. Then we've got 2 of these, the blue ones, which are going to go on the top, and then these 2 are going to go on either side here, there and there. But there is a must-do step for doing this. So I'm going to put this in now. So I'm just going to bend the post so I can get him in, and that is going into here, like so. Okay, so I'm just going to bend the post back just a little bit just to help things out so they don't fall on me. And we get some solder in here. Heat everything up just a little bit first. You know, other people make this look so easy. Come on. Come on. Right, and that's got that there. And then we do this one over here. Again, I'm just going to heat it up a bit first. And get some solder. Now, the thing you have to do with this, the important step, is to bend this wire down here so it comes in contact with this one. I believe that's the right one. Let me just double check it. So if you're looking at the underneath, that way, and yes, So that post has got to be touching that post. So when we put this other thingamabob in, we can then solder those together, otherwise the board won't work. So I'm gonna cut roughly where I want it to. There we go. Keep that bit there, and then I can cut this part off here because we don't need it, and keep that. Right, so next we're going to be doing these, but I need to make a phone call, so I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Right, okay, I'm back. So now we're going to put one of the resistors in there. So it's one of these resistors here. So I'm just going to bend them. Fit them in there and in there, like so. Push it down, and I'm going to bend these over just so as I can get everything in there. So I'm going to do the one on the outside first. Again, same all over again. There we go, that bit there. And now here, I'm going to get my tweezers, and I want to make sure that these are going to be touching when I do this. So, there we go. So there we go. And then we solder this. Come on. There we go. So now that is now connected to the other one. Okay, good. Let's get rid of these other bits here. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I am now back, and as you can see on the back there, there we go, focus, there we go, that end one there needs to connect with that there. So if we turn it over, you can see there where we've actually connected the two. Okay, and obviously we've got the other resistor in as well. Now next up, we're going to put the other two resistors in. These should be relatively easy to do. So I'm just going to bend there and bend there. Plonk these guys in. And just fold them over. That should hold them in place. And let's do the same with the other one. in there. And that's going into there and into there. Okay. And to there. Like so. Right, so that's not going to fall down anytime soon, and neither is that. Right, okay. So now we need to solder those into place. Oh, this is loads of fun, isn't it? So again, heat it up for a little bit. And there. One on that side. Then let's do this one. On there. Now I just want to lift this out of the way. Then I can get the other one in. There we go. Now these, keep these little things that you snip off, and what you snip off of the LEDs as well, just because you never know when they can come in handy to help bridge things across if need be, if you're building your own circuit boards and things like that. So keep those handy. As I say, they may be invaluable, and it saves putting wires across things and everything as well. Well, okay, so that's those two now done. Next we are going to put the capacitor in, and the capacitor, if I'm correct in saying, the one with the stripe is the negative and the other side is positive. So that should be in that way round, but let me just double check on the instructions just to make sure I am not leading astray here. So the grey stripe on the side is negative, so yep, that's the correct way. So then the negative is over there. Right, so we push that in. Let's bend these over a little bit so they're not moving. Grab that there, and then we can solder this puppy in. Come on, take it. Oh jeez, that's getting warm. Come on. Right, that's one down. And that's two down. Okay, and again we're going to snip off those. Okay. Now this will be quite a long video with this, obviously. So next is the switch thing. Now before we do the switch thing, let's do this first. It doesn't matter which way this goes, so we can just plunk this into here. I think this is like a ceramic capacitor or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to plunk that there. Again, do the same, just keep doing it. Now when I'm going to do the one for the bussard collectors, which probably is going to be the next video, I'm not going to show everything, like putting in the resistors and everything like that. I'm going to concentrate on the bussard part of the wiring and everything like that. Right, okay, so that's now in. Now we need to do the switch. Now it says to straighten these wires up, these poles. Okay. And then it says to file them down so they can fit in the hole. And file them so they can fit. Okay. So let's get our file and start filing. I'll bring you guys back when it's filed. Okay, so that's pretty much in. So now we're going to solder it into place. Okay. Let's have a look at that. And yes, and it does say to make sure that the solder is gone through to the bottom there as well, which it has. So that's most of the board done. Now all we've got to do is put this in. Now according to the instructions, which way does the chip go? Just got to make sure I get that right. It's right, okay. So on these chips here, there will be, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little indent. With this, we want to make sure that little indent is facing the front. And then we put this chip in there just like that. And I believe, yep, it looks like that's the way it goes. Okay. So now we've got that in place like that. We need to get our friends, helping hands here, to hopefully grab hold of it so it doesn't move. There we go. So now I should be able to put all of these in here. Come on. Right, that's one, I think. It's a bit. There we go. Right, now do the next one. Come on. Come on, take the solder, will you? we go. Oh dear, this is time consuming, but it's a necessary step. I mean, you could buy the boards that are from Tenor Controls and places like that, but the problem with that is, because they would have obviously already done all of this, is that they're hundreds of pounds. And I think this only cost me 40 or 40, yeah, 40 I think it was. And I'm quite happy just to do this. You know, save yourself a few pennies. Because when you think about it, these kits are expensive anyway. Then when you add all the detail parts and decals and maskings and whatever have yous, it tends to get a little bit expensive. You know? So, right, they're okay. So we've got those in. Let's get these in now. This side. Come on. Okay. And it should be the last one. And there we go. Okay. And then that's the little chip off the old block in. So then now, if you look at this also, I don't know, wait, there we go, it has that little notch in the top. So that also gets placed in the same way, and you should just gently push it into place. Emphasis on the word should, but but one of these pins was slightly bent. So again, line everything all up. And there we go. There. So we've now built the first part, which is this part here is going to be the navigation beacons, the blue and the green, and this here is going to be the double strobes, and this is going to be our power coming from it. This is going to be the positive, that's going to be the negative. Okay, so there we go. I don't have any LEDs ready to test this yet, or any power supply hooked up or anything to be able to test this. But we'll do that in another video. But that's that. There we go. The next video we will be working on the bussard collect one of these and go from there. Hey guys, RLC's Fantastic Plastic back again with us, another build of the JJ Prize. This time we're going to be looking at the Oh, the bussard collector. The bussard collector is one that do the counter spinning motion. And what I have here is, let's move this out of the way, is obviously all the bits and pieces for it. We've got these that are going to be what we're going to be connecting the wires to. Okay, we've got our resistors, we've got our capacitor, something, I can't remember what that's called, transistor there, and ceramic capacitors, and another capacitor here. And on this, the long pin is the positive. Okay, but first we're going to do this part here. Now if you can see, I don't know if you can see there, it actually tells you where to put the notch. No, focus. No, focus on that. Just that, there we go. So that's what we're going to do. And if you look on here, on there, you can see the notch there as well. So that's where this is going to go. And it should just slide in nice and easy. Now what I'm going to do with this time, I'm going to place this on solid surface so it doesn't move around too much. And I am then going to solder one in place. Come on. Come on. Oh, for goodness sake. Heat you up a bit. Come on. Okay, and let's do the same over here. Right, it's going to take some of that off now. That's got too much on now. Right, so now that's all in place, I now should just be able to go straight in doing all of these. Is that done? We could do a little bit more now, I suppose. There we go. And come on. Okay, there we go. That ticket lady, get in there. I'm not entirely sure how much of this you can actually see because I'm going to be hands in the way. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Okay. So now doing the opposite side, so I'm going to bring you guys back once I've done this. Okay. Right, okay, so I haven't paused it yet. So that's that now in place. I do have a little bit more on there than I need, but it's fine. On one of them. I might try and see if I can take that off. Or at least take some of it off. Let's see. Because it does seem to be a little bit too much there. I can't get it off like that. So how's about if I do this? Okay, and then I can just snip that little piece off there. There we go. Then I should be able to just solder that one back into its place. There we go. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Yes. Right, so there we go. So that is that board in place. I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit. So we got two of these 100 NF capacitors, these two, and they're quite easy to tell where they go. One is going to go in here, and if I just bend those over, then it's not going to fall off on me, and those two are going to go there, and again going to bend them over and get one in there. Get you to hold that there, and there we go. Right, so again we are going to put these in, and I'll bring you guys back when this is done. Okay, so there we go. That's our board for the bussard collectors now all done with a chip in place. This is the negative, and then I think it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. in that order. And then this is obviously the switch to change which what it does and get it all set and everything. That's your power. So there we go, that's the spinning bussard collectors now all done, ready to go. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this video. As I said, I'm actually going to join this with the other part of the video, because I've shown the most of what I've done on here already on the other video, so I only wanted to show certain bits of it. But there you go, that's it all done and ready to go. So I will see you guys in the next video. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.